Dear students, today we are going to see another thyristor member family device, that is nothing but silicon controlled switch, which is denoted as SCS. In this we will be seeing all about the basics, symbol, structure, working, VI characteristics, advantages of silicon controlled rectifier. Now what is it? It is similar to that of SCR. Silicon is very similar to SCR. Now how it is similar? So first we will see the basics. In the basics, how is it SCS? So when I'm saying it is similar to SCR, then what is the difference between silicon control switch and silicon controlled rectifier? So here it is. SCS is a 4-layer 3 junctions and 4 terminal device, whereas SCR is a 3 terminal device. Layers are 4, PN, and junctions are 3, J1, J2 and J3. Okay. Now the structure of SCS. How is the structure? So when I'm saying there are 4 layers, so I will show you all these 4 layers. PN. So PN. To the P layer, the terminal which is connected, that is the N, anode 1. To the N layer, the terminal which is connected, that is the cathode 1. To the N layer, the doping is provided and the terminal is taken out, and that terminal is nothing but anode gate terminal. To the P layer, again here the terminal is taken out and that terminal is the cathode gate terminal. Now what I will do, first proceeding further to the working, I will show you the symbol of SCS. So here I will first draw it is just like an SCR. We have said it is similar to SCR. So this is the symbol of SCR. Anode, then cathode, and this is here cathode gate, and again one terminal is taken outside here, and that terminal is nothing but the anode gate terminal. So this is the symbol of SCR. The series which is available in the market of silicon controlled switch, that series is nothing but NTE 239 series. It is capable of carrying current up to 100 milliampere and the collector base voltage up to 70 volts. Okay. Now before proceeding to the psychology, transistor analogy, what we will do, we will first see the layer diagram or the structure. Now here you can see the 4 layers. So what is done actually, this is split up into 2. How it is split up into 2? It is split up from here and like this. So you can see here PNP and NPN. So we will see from this, these 4 layers are split up into 2 transistors. So we will see 2 transistor analogy of SCS. What is it? So I will draw the circuit. So this is your anode terminal. Okay, sorry, this is the arrow. Actually, it was a little bit, anyway, no issue. So here you can see again this terminal is taken out. This is the anode gate. This is the cathode terminal. Okay. This is one transistor. This is another transistor. So Q1, this is your PNP, and this is Q2, this is NPN. Just now which was shown here, you can see which is splitted into 2. Okay. Now, this terminal is anode gate and this terminal is the cathode gate terminal. Now, the explanation or working of silicon controlled switch. The negative gate pulse is applied to anode gate. So, base emitter junction of Q1 will be forward biased and it will turn on Q1. This collector current IC1 will start flowing, and this collector current IC1 is nothing but the base current for transistor Q2. So since this collector current is base current for transistor Q2, so Q2 will also turn on. If positive gate pulse to anode gate is applied, then the base emitter junction of Q1 will be reversed biased, so Q1 will be turned off. As soon as the Q1 is turned off, the collector current, it will be 0, so Q2 will also turn off. We generally don't use anode gate to turn on silicon control switch. Why? Because the magnitude of current at anode gate is larger than the cathode gate. If we apply current pulse to anode gate, it will take more time to turn on the SCS. And if current pulse is applied to cathode gate, then less magnitude is required and less time is also required to turn on the silicon controlled switch. So, cathode gate is used to turn on the SCS. It may be turned off by using the forced commutation method by applying a negative voltage between the anode and cathode terminals. Anode terminal must be kept positive with respect to cathode. So, in order to turn on the silicon controlled switch, negative pulse must be applied to the anode gate terminal and a positive pulse is required to turn off the silicon controlled switch. So this was the working of SCS, and last is the advantages of silicon controlled switch. The time is reduced in SCS. It is up to 1 to 10 microseconds, whereas in SCR the time is up to 5 to 30 microseconds. So this is the main advantage of SCS, that is reduced turn off time. Another advantage of SCS is the increased control and triggering sensitivity. Okay, so this was all about the silicon controlled switch. I hope you all have understood this. Keep studying, stay safe, stay healthy. Applications of silicon controlled switch. Silicon controlled switch is used in pulse generators, voltage sensors, counters, timing, logic and triggering circuits. So this was all about the SCS.